I gotta get off this road. A yellow slug bug, Volkswagen Beetle. Anyways, today is May 11th. Right now I am riding my bike, as you could probably guess. I'm riding my bike to a park up north. Here, I'm headed north right now. I'm not headed west, I'm not headed east, I'm headed north. I've never been down this way. I've actually lived in Japan for almost 7 months now. And shamefully, I must admit, during almost the entire winter, I did very little. You know, many people come to Japan thinking, oh, I'm gonna go walk around, oh, it's gonna be so fun. But when you come, you just don't do it. 'Cause you'd rather just go home and chill. Just like you did in America or wherever you're from. But I'm trying to find the motivation to go out and do something because I need to do it, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. Also, it is fun. Don't get me wrong, every time I go out, it is fun. So I told myself I was gonna make a YouTube channel about being in Japan, and so I'm gonna do it. I think my Japanese skills are good enough now at this point. In fact, I'm taking the JLPT N3 exam in about a month, and I think I'll pass. Probably just barely, but I think I'll pass. Some advice for people who want to learn Japanese and take the JLPT exam. As far as I can tell through all the practice exams, you need a bit more than just N3 word knowledge. You need N2 and even some N1 knowledge. Okay. I want a good wide angle shot, as wide angle as I can get. You know, actually, I think I have a wide angle lens. I should have brought that. Oh well. It is nice looking at Japanese buildings. I don't know, there's just something about them that feels interesting. But unfortunately, the way I have my bike set up, I can't just move my camera to look at things because it's all locked in place. It's very rickety. I'm wondering if it's wearing out the bearings inside. They call it a gimbal or something. I don't know. Whatever engine they're using to maintain balance. Like all this jittering and shaking around. I just wonder if it's damaging it. Looks like here's a gas station. If you ever wanted to know what a Japanese gas station looks like, there you go. It's like the kind of gas stations that you see in Oregon, but taken to the next level. I'm actually racing against time because I'm trying to get to a park. Let's see where I am. There's a sunset coming in like 30 minutes. Okay. If I don't make it to the park, that's fine. I just want to kind of have like a good spot to record. Oh boy, look at the school. want to get a bike, like a motorcycle bike. I tell myself, oh, if I just had a bike, if I just had a motorcycle, then I would be going all over Japan. But I got this bike and I barely use it, so who knows? Would I go all over Japan? We'll see if I get a bike. Motorbike. Another school. And there's like a school every 8 blocks. What is that guy doing? He's helping his dog somehow. Maybe his dog's got like broken back or something. It's old. Can barely stand. Had a dog like that. Really good dog. It's crazy. There's still kids at this school, man. What are they doing? It's 6:30. Why are they still at school? I don't understand. I do not understand. Cute little birdie. Yeah, I gotta figure out this situation. Like, maybe you need to get a GoPro and strap it to my head, look like some idiot with a giant retard helmet. Let's go this way. Just a little bit too late. Look at how patchy these sidewalks are. That's how they do it here in Japan. They cut the shit out of this stuff. They make it look like Frankenstein and everything, but it's better than how it is in America, in my opinion, where there's just giant potholes in the ground that have been there for 10 years. Ni not, weren't not. Wow. Kosokudo. Highway. You know, the thing about highways in Japan is that they are high. They are lifted off the ground. And I think they have to do that because they don't do eminent domain the way that America does, I think. America, we don't want like a multi-layered society like this where there's giant things above us. So what they do is when they need to remove suburbs to build some highways, they just take everybody's property. They tried to buy it, of course, but a lot of people won't sell no matter what. Here they'll just build the fucking highway right on top of everything. Look at that. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Good. Ooh, that looks nice. I'll check my map again. We are very close. Let's follow this. Smells nice over here. This area smells nice, but it's kind of got like a muggy swamp smell, but I kind of like it. However, there's a lot of places in Japan that just smell like shit. Like, it just smells like poop. Especially here in Nagoya, if you go down to the main station, like very center of the city, you can just smell it. Like, it's so bad. Let's see. Didn't say anything about bikes on that sign, so I'm gonna take my bike up here. Oh, look at that. Amazing. Guy walking his dog. Fat pooch. I love dogs, man. They give you purpose. It's one of the things that are so great about them. It's like you don't want to go outside, but you have to because your dog needs it. That's why it's good to have a dog. One of the reasons, one of many reasons. Alright, if anybody is even watching, are you a cat person or a dog person? Personally, I'm all dogs. I've had cats. I don't really like them. I wouldn't have a cat again. Battery at half battery. Look at that. I think I'm gonna make it. Or am I gonna make that green light? Oh wow, look at that. Turn the camera. Can you see past this railing? Maybe not. Oh well. Okay, I gotta get a picture of that. Camera's going back on. I'll flip it back. That guy's going on a jog. What a place to go on a jog, by the way. Very, very nice jogging place. that's it. I do believe that is the park right there. Dead end. Oh man.そう、公園に行きたい。ありがとうございます。I have no clue what this place is. Like, maybe like some kind of race spot. Arigato. Man, what is this place? Oh, it's a driving school. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Tensha. That guy just went in. Alright, let's make sure this is the place, so I don't accidentally go into the wrong place again. This does look like the place. However, it looks like there might be another entrance. I'm not gonna risk it. Let's just go in this way. Here we are. We are at Shonai Ryokuchi. This is a place I've been wanting to go for a while, but I just haven't done it. All right, let's go. A lot of gnats. Little water skimmers. These things are actually on every single manhole cover. It's like they're Nagoya's bug, I guess. Not national. Prefectural bug, city bug. Cityal. Is there a word I'm trying to find that I just can't? I haven't been in the US for like 7 months. It would be surprising if I'm forgetting words. I think every single city has their own manhole covering unique to their city. It's a very interesting concept to me. I think they do something similar in America, but I don't know. I don't really notice because I think they all look like garbage no matter where you go in America. They're just not very inspired. Look at that. Any ideas what this is? I think it's like a... This thing's probably shoot water, huh? Playing tennis over there. I don't know. Maybe I don't need to comment on everything. People who make these videos, they usually don't talk at all. go this way. Smells really nice. That's a big crow. Oh boy. You're not allowed to feed the birds here. This is what I've learned. No feeding birds. That makes me wonder, why is there so many like pigeons walking around looking like they're trying to get food? Gotta be careful of these crows, they'll peck your eyes out. Look at that thing, it's fucking massive. It's a big bird. I'm gonna keep my eyes protected behind these glasses. Fuck. Damn, dude. Scary. I saw a video the other day on like Instagram or something when this girl was just walking, and I think they call them magpies from Australia, just came up, sniped her eye, took it out of her, just ripped it out of her face in like half a second. Oh my gosh. Whatever that annoying bird in Australia is, I don't think it's a magpie. Maybe it's a magpie, I don't know. But whatever it is, don't go to Australia. Fuck that place. Okay, I'm gonna tone down the cursing. I'm cursing too much. I saw this in the pictures of this place. Like what? I don't even know what to say. What's that supposed to be? It's not as bad as the stuff we have in America. Oh my gosh, it's like random modern art, right? Oh, here's a little inscription. I'm gonna step on the grass. Nagoya Honmaru Ryon Zu Club, Lions Club. I don't know. My Japanese is not good enough yet to really interpret what that was saying. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I can't look at everything. You got to keep something in mind when you're living in this world. There's so many places, so many things to see, and you have to sit there and decide what is worth seeing and what is not, because you don't have all day to go and look at everything. So, you know, if you ever play like a video game, that's a better example. Specifically an RPG. You don't want to miss a single enemy. You don't want to miss anything. And what ends up happening is whenever you do miss something, you become incredibly dissatisfied. So it's better just to play a game, not look for the collectibles or whatever, because then if you do miss something, you won't really care as much. That's what I think anyway. Look at this place. And you know, you could apply this logic to other things, not just nerd shit. Like you could say, one thing I do is when I'm looking at like a menu in a restaurant, I don't sit there and look at all the different options. When you do that, it becomes incredibly hard to pick one. And no matter how good it is, you're always going to be wondering, oh, what were the other ones? What would they have been like? Would they have been better? So you'll never be satisfied. However, if you just go in and pick the first thing, you'll have a pure impression. You'll be able to say, did I like it? Did I not like it? And if you do like it, you won't have to worry about, hey, look at that, little birdies. If you do like it, you don't have to worry about if it could have been better, because you didn't think about that in the first place. Just a little bit of wisdom from me. It's not anything original. I've heard this from other people. It's not my wisdom. You know, I always like to take credit for like other people's ideas. Say, oh yeah, I thought of that. No, that was me. I'm the one who came up with Plato's Cave. Who's Plato? I'm Plato. Look at this. What a neat little place I found. Big red leaves. Okay, I gotta be quick because I want to. Oh shit! These things are covered in water. Try not to get my feet wet. These shoes are not waterproof. I'm probably getting bit up by mosquitoes too. I just don't realize it yet. Did I already miss it? I might have missed it. Sky's looking pretty dark. I probably missed it. Oh, look at that pond. A giant pond and a bunch of tents over there. Is there a place to go camping? It's one of these places. The swan boats. Let's zoom in and see if I can get a good view of them now. Swan boats. Yeah. By the sherbet colored sky, I'm guessing it's basically already happened. Oh well. Oh, is it starting to rain? I feel like I see little raindroplets, but I can't really tell. I'm not certain. So this place is a little bit like musty and unmaintened looking, and I'm just wondering, did I come too late? Like, originally when I intended to come here, it was winter, so I decided against it. But now I'm wondering if I've come too late, because it's summer. Specifically, they call it Tsuyu. Japan's mysterious fifth season. In English, you would probably translate it to rain season. It's not real season though, in my opinion. It's just a time of year where it rains a lot. You can smell them. Really nice. What is this? Violets? Daffodil? Maybe? Daffodil? I feel like every flower to me is a daffodil. I think it's a daffodil. Beautiful. It's crazy how I can see the future. I can see the future. I can see the future. In my dreams, I can see the future. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's the truth. Oh man. I really want to see that. Should I go over there to get a good view? Or should I go over there? Let's go right here. There's a dog park. Nice little dog park. Oh, look at that. This is stupid. Am I gonna make it? I did it. Whoa. I hope it's as beautiful in the camera as it is in real life. I doubt it. Oh, it's a bike path. Maybe I should have just came straight right here. It's a little makeshift baseball field. So everywhere you look in Japan, there's like some infrastructure. They're really good at utilizing space well. But I feel like a lot of it goes unused. Like, I doubt people play baseball there. I really doubt it. Okay. Multitasking. I'm taking stops to take videos on my phone too. Nice little set of steps I can take a break at if I wanted to. Let's see, are they dry? Oh, they're dry. Let's see if I flip it around. How's my little mustache? I can't grow a beard properly, or a mustache. The hair's missing there. I guess my T levels are too low. Look at that. That's pretty neat, huh? Big ass highway with a river. Maybe it's like a canal. I don't know if you call that a river. Seems too artificial. So this is what you can expect when you come to Japan. That is, if you're, have time to go walk around and you're not being crushed in your soul by working at a slave driving corporation. They call them eikaiwas. My roommate works at an eikaiwa. He hates it. Fortunately, I have the luxury of not having to work because I have money. You can guess how I got it. I'm a young man in Japan with very, very loving, generous parents. So right now I'm a student and I'm studying Japanese. Hopefully that will open up doors, but I don't know. I have an English degree, really, really good at English. Doesn't really help though, because they'll take anybody who is native to work as a teacher. It's actually not really about your particular degree. It's more about experience, or if they just like you. Flip the camera back around. You know, there's this girl who I talk to on the train every day, and sometimes when we're talking, I just stop talking. I do this a lot. I just stop talking, and she's like, "Oh, it got quiet all of a sudden." And today I was just like, do I need to say something? If you want me to say something, I'll say something. And I just thought of some random shit to say. It doesn't matter. And I think maybe it's good to just hold your tongue sometimes and wait until you really have something important to say. If you got nothing to say, don't say anything, because if you try, you're just going to say something stupid. At least that's how it is for me. But I'm not particularly experienced at just talking and talking and talking. When I worked at summer camp, I usually let that responsibility to other people. I'm a lot better at saying stuff in response to things that other people are saying. I'm not so good at just rattling on about shit. I've never been able to pay attention when people do that. When people just start talking like, oh, here's this and this and that and this and this and that. Were you paying attention? It's on the quiz. If you can't tell, I had a hard time in school. But here's the thing about that. Just because you have a hard time in school doesn't mean you're stupid. It doesn't mean you're incapable. It doesn't mean that necessarily. It can mean that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. Sometimes people are just good at different things. When I was in college, I wrote essays. My teachers would say, "Oh, this was the best essay I ever read." I brag about this a lot. And you know, there's no way for me to know for certain if they don't say that to every student. I doubt it. I think they meant it. Because I put my soul into those essays. I really tried my hardest, not just to give a compelling argument, but to deliver this argument in a way that is captivating. In an age of ChatGPT written essays, I imagine that's something worth noting. Anyways, sunset is gone down. Time to go home. Am I entertaining? Am I not entertaining? Do I care? Well, I need to care somewhat, because if I'm not entertaining, nobody's going to watch these videos. Should I edit them? I know how to edit. I did it in high school, and I got pretty good at it. Not crazy good or anything, but I got pretty good at it. Good enough to make YouTube videos. The question is, do I even want to bother doing it? Because is it not also in some way better just to keep it authentic, keep it uncut? I know some people like uncut videos. Should I cut out stuff like Me going into that driving school like a dumbass? I don't know. You know, God tells me I'm a prophet. How do I know I'm a prophet? Well, I saw that I go into that driving school like a dumbass in a dream I had like maybe a month or two ago. Believe it or not, I'm sure 99% of people won't believe that. But the interesting thing about these prophetic dreams is that, like, what use is that kind of information if it's just going to happen anyways? It doesn't matter. I don't see the point. Like, maybe if it's useful information, like, oh, I saw 9/11 on TV. That could be useful, I suppose. But so far, all of my prophetic dreams have not been that. They've just been mundane stuff. Not necessarily mundane. Like, usually it's interesting stuff. Like, interesting to me, but it doesn't really matter. Like, there's no point of having prophetic dreams about it, as far as I can tell. And this happens a lot, actually. Like, every other day, I'm like, oh yeah, I saw that in a dream. And I want to tell people about it. I want to tell everybody I know about it, but, like, I have told a lot of people, but it was like, oh wow, that's crazy, bro. Oh, and then move on. Nobody even really asks any questions. They ask a couple questions about it and then they move on. It was like, I don't know if they believe me or not. But that's fine. It's not about attention. I don't need attention for my prophetic dreams. I don't even want people to think that I want their attention for the dreams, because then they're going to think that I'm faking. I want to be an attention seeker. What I want to do in my life is do something useful. I don't even care if people don't remember my name. I just want to, because here's the thing. In 1,000 years, will people remember Chopin? Well, we managed to remember him for a long time. That's pretty impeccable in and of itself. But as time progresses, eventually all these people, like Alexander the Great, all of them, we're going to forget them. And so do you want to focus on creating a name for yourself when it won't last? Or do you want to invent the wheel, which will last forever, even if nobody knows who did it? A little bat. Many little bats. Tiny little chichai bats. I mean, small. Oh man. Don't bite me. Smack your ass. I don't think they bite. I don't think they attack. But if they do, I've got my guard up. I'm ready to block some bitches. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, wow. Is that are those all bats? Oh my goodness. Hold up. Oh, those are birds. Okay. Where are the bats staying? Where are the bats living? God told me, in the Bible says, that no prophet has honor in their home country. So if I'm a prophet, I need to go outside of my home. Somebody tell me if I'm misinterpreting that. But I think that's how I took it. Because, if you just ask God a question, He will answer you. I don't know how He'll do it. For me, He does it in many ways. I don't hear His voice. A lot of people say, "Oh, I hear the voice of God." I can't really ever say I've heard His voice. Maybe one time when I was 3. But anyways, there's many ways God can talk to a person. Communicates to me with numbers and with Bible verses. Sometimes I'll ask a question, I'll open up the Bible, boom, first thing I look at answers my question. Other times, I'll ask a question, I'll be like, oh, whatever, go on YouTube, first video, answers all my questions. Don't even have to think about it. Just first thing that pops up in the YouTube search algorithm answers everything you want to know. But the most personal way that He talks to me is with numbers. Specifically the number 444 and 44. And maybe, I don't know if God likes me talking about that, but it's a very personal thing to me. I base a lot of my decisions off of it. Some may call that stupid. But imagine rolling a dice and it lands on 6 100 times in a row. Six is just a number on that dice. But if it lands on 6 100 times in a row, does it mean something? Is, let's say, not even God, just fate, natural circumstances aligning in a way that has meaning? Because the likelihood of that happening is like near zero. Once you come to this conclusion, you start to realize nothing happens for no reason. Everything's purposeful. I'm not saying like astrology or affirmations or whatever, but I do believe that everything happens for a reason, at least because it's leading to something else that does have a purpose. So in this way, everything is connected, and therefore everything has a purpose for why it happens. Regardless of whether you believe in God or not, if you believe in cause and effect, you have to admit that everything has a cause. Every effect has a cause, of course. So that means everything that happens is not a coincidence. Every single thing that happens is predetermined. And the question is a predetermination, is that particularly meaningful? Does it have meaning? And if you believe in God, yes it does. And the reason is because if at the end of existence is the ending that's been predicted or foretold by the book of Revelations, or whatever, let's say even a gypsy with a magic ball that shows you your future. If that's the case, then that means everything leading up to that point has to happen for that end to occur. And so that means that gives meaning to everything. Every single thing that happens is now happening for the sake of that outcome being achieved. So if you are a Christian, you must believe that everything has meaning. And I do. I still don't know if I want to make this a Christian channel or not. I just like talking. I love talking. You know, yeah, I do want to make this a Christian channel. Yeah, I want to do that. Right now, I just decided this is a Christian channel. Because I'm a Christian and I'm going to stand up for Christ. I know, I'm so bold. So bold and audacious. Listen to that cricket chirp. Well, I don't think that's a cricket. What is that? A cicada? I think that's a cicada. I think I need to go this way. Over there's the driving school, huh? Man, what a place to put a driving school, man. It's like, it looks like a parking lot for the park. But in Japan, it's like parking lots are so weird, so I guess I should have expected that it wasn't a parking lot. In America, that would be a parking lot. It's a driving school, man. Why? Maybe it was originally a parking lot for this place, but then they realized that nobody wants to come here. So they're like, okay, we're gonna sell off the parking lot to this driving school company. That's my guess. That's my uneducated estimation. Take it or leave it. Now the question is, I've already asked this question, is my dumbass gonna leave that in the video, me going into a driving school like a dummy? I think so, because I've already talked about it too much. If I cut it out now, it would be weird. I'm not gonna backtrack. I'm gonna go a different way. Maybe I'll go try and take that other bridge. Okay. This is a subway right here. What line is it? Whatever, I'll find out later. Oh, maybe I should have gone the other way. Or way down right there, but I'm gonna stick with it. Just get a side view right there. Look at that. Can't really tell what you're looking at. Hopefully it's good though. Now I wonder if this is gonna lead to where I want to go, or it's going to take me back on a circle all the way back to the beginning where I was sitting down to watch the sunset. Also, I wonder if you can really hear me because I'm riding this bike, and I've got the camera turned the other way, so the microphone's kind of on the side where the wind should be rushing past it. So it's probably ear blasting wind sound. It's not a particularly windy day though. Make sure I gotta check my pockets. Thought I dropped something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this a problem? Bro, what the fuck is this? What is this? I don't even know. Am I gonna be able to get off? I guess I'll have to find out. That's the bridge I came from, I think. Right? Got a car coming up behind me. Yep, I got cars coming up behind me. I don't know what the rules are, but I saw a person biking. Drive past me. Doesn't even matter. There's some nice houses. Bit of a problem, so I want to cross this road. I've apparently already crossed the river and I didn't even realize it. I'm gonna check. I might be incredibly disoriented. No, I need to go that way. All right. Whatever, I'm not gonna think about it. I just got lost. Like when you go like on a walk in Minecraft and then you realize you lost your house and you don't have any clue on how to get back. That's just what happened to me right now. Like you think you're not lost until you realize you're lost. Beautiful, beautiful river. Beautiful roads, beautiful highway. Ooh, look at that skyline, bro. Hold up, do you see that? Get a picture of that for sure. Yep, I hear the cicadas. So loud, man. I can't wait till the dead of summer when it's just gonna be piercing my ears. Last time I was in Japan during the summer, after Suyu, after rain season, when it's just pure summer, oh my gosh. The cicada sounds, they get so loud. Like, honestly, if you're coming to Japan during that time, get some earplugs. Just bring some earplugs, because your ears are gonna burst. You're gonna have hearing damage, I swear. I'm not even exaggerating. Oh, hurry up. I'm gonna try and cross this road, I think. But I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I could have made it. No, I'm gonna make it. Okay. See, don't hesitate. I hesitated, don't do that. When you hesitate, that's when you fail. Let's check the map one more time. Right now I am here. That way is yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep going this way. Pachinko and slot, huh? Pachinko and slot. That's one quick way to become worthless, man. Don't do it. Oh! I know where we are. Do you guys recognize this place? But I'm not going to go the same path. Big red man. Looks like my camera's gonna die soon. Honestly, yeah, okay. If it didn't turn green, like a second later, I would have just crossed. They're so good about it. Japanese, they will never, never, never cross that red light. Even if there's nobody there. However, they will litter. The thing about littering, oh, Japanese people don't litter. Man, totally false. There's litter everywhere. They don't litter as much. But you go to certain places like Sakai. Sakai is kind of like Shinjuku, but in Nagoya. There's litter all over Sakai. Domino's. There's a highway entrance right there. It has automatic tolling system. You just drive straight through it and it automatically charges you. You have to have like some card system or something. But you don't even stop. It's so bad.